There's not much left to say. These guys absolutely blew me away. I was here probably about 8 months ago, guys. I came out with my buddy Andrew Yeager, who helped introduce this concept to me about 2.5 years ago. We flew out, met some of these guys for the first time. I see a lot of new faces, so if you are brand new today, welcome. I mean, these guys were making $0 per month, could barely talk in front of a crowd. So it doesn't surprise me that this is one of the largest groups in our team, out here in the UK. And that's hard to believe, like he said, knowing the numbers. There's not that many people out here that know about it. So understand, if you guys are new and were to get involved, you'd be working with the right people, which I think is important to note. But like he said, I'm just here as validation, or I guess to share my story, testimony that this can work for you. I've been traveling out with Joey these past few days, and he'll vouch for me when I say this. I'm not special. I'm not a special kid. I don't come from money. I never, I didn't have any business experience before being introduced to that orange can 2.5 years ago. I was at university, Penn State, over in the U.S. It's a little bit different. There's big fraternity houses and just crazy culture. I was going out partying 6 nights a week. I had Pledge of Fraternity, which is basically this massive mansion, 60 kids, 60 guys live in one house, just looking to get drunk and party on the weekends and even throughout the week. Was barely making it to class. Studying engineering because I knew that was my best shot of landing a high-paying job, had I graduated. Yet I wasn't doing what I enjoyed. I wasn't really passionate about what I was learning, and maybe you can relate to that, maybe not. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're working at this point already. If you are in school, hopefully you are studying something that you do enjoy. I feel like a lot of people are encouraged or pressured even to go and follow something even when they're undecided. There's a major for that in college, which is kind of funny to me. I think in the UK here it's a little bit more focused on like the path you take, but over in the US it's like you go to school and you can be undecided for your first 2 years. It doesn't even make any sense. So I was just going through the motions. And again, my story, I try to relate with most people in the crowd. I knew I wanted more out of life, even at this young of an age, but I just didn't know where to start. I knew I wanted to be highly successful, but didn't know where to start because schools just weren't teaching me. They were teaching me how to go out and work for money, but not how my money could work for me. And he did a really good job explaining how that's how you create wealth in life, is when you create residual income, when you acquire assets that are paying you. And that's what Vemma has to offer. So I was introduced to that orange can, like I said, 2.5 years ago. The only thing that separates myself and you guys is time and effort. I've been doing this, I've been in the game for a little bit longer, but I was introduced by Andrew Yeager. If you guys knew him before this, you would laugh, He was just complete party animal. He came to me with, this energy drink, telling me we were going to drive BMWs and make, all this money, and I just laughed at him. I had a job at the time. It was the summer following my freshman year at college. I was doing well in school. I made the dean's list my second semester. I had a big ass ego. I thought I had it all figured out, and he kept nagging me. And there was this little voice in my head just saying, what if, what if, what if, what if it was something? I shouldn't completely rule it out without learning about it. So sat down with him, had lunch. He was an hour late. The product was warm, so I'm just like, this guy's just blowing it right now. But, he had brought with him this guy named Luke Kish. You guys may have heard of him. Big name in his company today. And they explained this whole concept of building an asset, something that would take time, it would take effort, but ultimately something anyone could do that, if done right, could set me up forever. And that intrigued me. So I went home, I did 3 weeks worth of research, which I kind of regret because I know, I was trying to find a flaw in it. I was really stubborn, couldn't find anything wrong with it other than if I didn't do anything, I wouldn't make money. I'm not here to make it sound like a fantasy fairy tale thing where you just enroll and a BMW falls in your driveway. It takes time, it takes effort. But I saw that if I put in the time, if I put in the effort, if I worked at it consistently, right? It's been 2.5 years for me, understand that, not 2.5 weeks, not 2.5 months. I could build this thing up. So guys, I got started, educated the hell out of myself. I'm blown away by that presentation. It was just A to Z, crisp, clean, perfect. He's months ahead of, even where I was at that level in the business. But, I really just familiarize myself with what was going on so I could share the story with people. I mean, I have been a believer in the product since day one. I think that's really important to hit on. The Vemma product line is absolutely incredible. It's a little bit more than, you know, Red Bull or what else you might find out there, and the reason why is because you pay for quality with anything in life. I mean, that product, try it. If you're new, try it. If you don't like the product, maybe this isn't for you, and that's perfectly fine. If you do like the products, the way I see it, why not give it a shot? You know, chances are your friends, your family are going to like something, want to hear about something that you like. It's just we have similar interests with the people in our lives, right? So, tried the product, fell in love with the product. That's when I fell in love with the concept. I was spending money on Red Bull, Rockstar, Starbucks, protein supplements, things like that, all of which Vemma offered, right? So I saw I could just transfer my dollars over, spend a little bit more, get a quality product, and have essentially a free opportunity. The phone app, the website, you guys saw, it's all free. It's incredible what BK's done for us. And I could take this thing however far I wanted by sharing it with a few of my family and friends, getting serious about the business with a few of my friends, each of which had networks of their own. I could start to expand this out. I had a friend who had a friend who had a friend who had a cousin. His name is Lawrence, here in the UK, and that's what's brought us here today. So it's crazy how things happen. You know, my network, my team, I've reached the star presidential level, as you guys can see up here, in 2.5 years' time. That's not to brag or to boast, guys. I'm not like that. But that's simply to impress upon you what is possible. I'll stick around afterwards. We can get to know each other. You'll see that I'm not, you know, I'm an ordinary kid. The star presidential level guys, you know, earning whatever that means in pounds, you know, it's 12 to 15,000 US, you know, a month. And what's crazy about that is I came out here to visit my girlfriend. She's studying abroad in the UK. You know, I obviously linked up with these guys to do some events like this. But on the 17th, we're going to Barcelona, Rome, and Amsterdam. All paid in full from this company, you know, by me. And what's even crazier, and that, don't take that the wrong way, what's even crazier is that I'm gonna be traveling for 10 days straight, just pure sightseeing, you know, being a tourist, and still making money. I'm not gonna put in 1 hour of work, and I'm still gonna be paid by this company as orders go out, orders that I've helped establish over the last 2.5 years. So I'm just trying to help paint the picture for what can happen for you guys. I've seen people come in and crush this thing and do what I've done in half the time. So being out here in the UK, working with guys like this, I mean, it couldn't be any easier, guys. Don't get me wrong, it does take time, it does take effort, but check it out, do some research, give it a shot. It's designed to be part-time, so stay in school, guys. Stay at your job. You know, find a way to fit this into your life, dedicate an hour, maybe 2 hours a day to the business, start to educate yourself, and put together a plan. A year from now, where do you want to be? If you're not willing to give it a year, probably don't even, you know, waste your time or ours. But a year from now, where do you want to be? You know, fill out a plan. How are you going to fund your first year in business, your monthly product, the way that it works? If you're a customer, buy a case a month, drink one a day. Really simple. If you want to make money, you're on 2 cases a month. The theory is, or I guess the whole reason for that is you drink a case, you share a case, right? Simple. So 2 cases a month, guys, whatever that is here, 100 pounds, something like that, 120 pounds. You know, is your full-time job going to help you fund your part-time business? And yeah, maybe 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, you can walk away from that and live, you know, the rest of your life however it is you want to. Can you do it faster? Of course. You know, I've seen kids go 0 to 100,000 a year in under 12 months. You know, but it does take time, it takes effort, guys. The timing of the business couldn't be better. We've broken through that 5-year mark where a lot of companies will fail. That was something I analyzed when I first started. You know, where's this company at in terms of its growth? You saw the growth we've had over the last few years, grew 89% last year, which is unheard of. But yet, you know, we're still under less than a $250 million company as of last year. Big companies produce that on a weekly basis in terms of revenue worldwide. So there's a large amount of growth left, and in business, it's what you look for. If you help pioneer a new product idea is when you can make fortunes. So that's where we stand. The movement towards health and wellness worldwide, people want to live an overall healthier lifestyle. This is something you can share with them. And just the economy. I know it's as bad here as it is in the US, which causes, you know, a need for something new and different. It's the solution to a problem. So that's my story, guys. Stick around, connect with us. You know, if you're new, ask questions. No question is a bad question. I had like 1,000 questions when I first started, but when I got 1,000 legitimate answers is when I knew this was real. You know, so stick around. Thank you guys for having me out. We have an event tomorrow, Monday. You guys, Joey, know where? Tomorrow. Biblico in London somewhere. So, you know, bring a friend, guys. Come check that out. We're going to be doing that, and you know, I'm sure some of the other guys from the U.S. will be out here in the next few months. So thank you guys for having me out. I'll see you soon.